It's now been 12 months since we made our first show of Young Eagles, so that means this month is our first anniversary.
And we are going to be having a look back over the past year and look forward to next year in this month's edition of Young Eagles. We have had lots of adventures on Young Eagles and we have met some really interesting people. Callum, what was your highlight of the last series?
Well, I think it's got to be the film I made about the Apache. It was really great being able to sit in the pilot's seat. I had a look around the Apache with Captain Tony Thompson, the 2009 Blue Eagles display pilot. Which seat would you sit in?
I sit in both actually. As an instructor, I bounce between each seat every day.
Which one's the lead pilot?
Generally, most of the flying is done from the back seat, and generally, most of the weaponeering is done from the front seat.
It's amazing.
It's a busy cockpit, and it's quite a busy aircraft, and it takes about 6 months to train. So, how old are you now?
11.
If 11, well, if we start you now, you could be done before you're 12.
Cool. I just can't see over.
Oh, well, we don't worry about that. I'm sure we can get you a booster seat.
It was a great day, as I also got to have a close-up look at the Lynx with Warrant Officer Mark Howard.
Okay then, Callum, this is the Mark 7 Lynx. That's what we're going to be flying today on the display. Quite an old aircraft, but still very, very agile. Holds the world speed record. It's as fast as a Bugatti Veyron, which is fairly quick, yeah, 249.1 miles an hour.
I've heard that it can fly upside down.
It can, and if you watch the display today, we'll turn upside down about 7 or 8 times.
And we'll be finding out all about the Lynx in a later show. And Emily, I was trapped in a Lynx helicopter when you came to rescue me.
Yes, that was great fun. I got to find out all about the fire and rescue service here at Middle Wallop. I also got to drive a fire engine. Sub-Officer John Winterton showed me around the fire engine.
A long way. Or by closing it up, it actually makes a fan spray.
And we were just heading back into the fire station when the alarm went off. And we came to rescue you from the crashed Lynx helicopter as part of a training exercise.
Making the Young Eagles shows has enabled us to meet some great people, like Major Tim Peake, Britain's next astronaut, who Joe and Hugh interviewed just after he had been selected for astronaut training.
This is the 40th anniversary of man walking on the moon. But if you were the first Brit on the moon, what would you do when you got up there?
I think if I had the opportunity, it would just be nice to look back and just reflect and to view the Earth from the moon. I think must be the most incredible and the most beautiful sight that you could possibly see. I think with all of these things, though, there's on missions, your time that you have to yourself is probably very short, and everything is very structured and on timelines and routine. So it's one of those things that I think you'll just have to build in perhaps a few seconds here or there, or a minute if you could, just to reflect on the situation and enjoy it for yourself.
Boy, Jerry, that old Earth is sure looking small. Right, I guess it'll get smaller, too.
Lieutenant Hannah Gold, Army Air Corps, posted to...
And Izzy met Lieutenant Hannah Gould, who had just qualified as a helicopter pilot. And we'll be telling you more about Hannah later in the show.
Our destination was a town...
And I went to visit Arthur Shackleton, the World War II glider pilot. And we even found some old footage of Arthur taking off in his glider when he flew to Arnhem.
There we are. Yeah, there we are. That's me taking off, yeah. Yeah. And that's the album all that's doing us.
It must have been quite an exciting experience.
Oh, it was. Yeah, we were young men, you see, we were all in our 20s. This would end the war before Christmas, you see, a big knockout blow to the Germans.
Talking of flying, Hugh took to the air in an autogyro and met up with Tim Dean, who flew in the original Army autogyro trial some 40 years ago. And Hannah flew into Middle Wallop in an Oster for the International Oster Club event here at the museum.
As well as flying, Hannah and Hugh were also invited along to Windsor Castle to watch the changing of the guard with the Army Air Corps. And this is a special day for the Army Air Corps Public Duty Squadron, as Staff Sergeant Kelly explained to Hugh.
Well, today, very fortunate really, because you've got the Army Air Corps Guard going off Windsor Castle, so they've done their 48-hour duty, and then you've got another Army Air Corps flight coming on to do a 48-hour duty as well. The great thing about today is obviously supported today by the Army Air Corps band and not a Guards band, so it's completely blueberry on parade at Windsor Castle. It's fantastic.
It looks like the squadron have come a long way from when we first saw them at the start of their training.
That seems a long time ago, back in Middle Wallop doing all the pre-training for this. It's been fantastic. I mean, we've done obviously Windsor Castle here today, St James's Palace, Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London, so it's been full on, and I think the guys are really enjoying it. Their drill has improved all the way up to now. Every day, every mount, they get it a bit more refined. And you know, we're nearly at what I would class a perfect mount. That's what I'm after, the perfect mount of Army Air Corps on Buckingham Palace, St James's or Windsor Castle.
So we've had quite a busy year here on Young Eagles, but we also got to find out about lots of other things, such as how to build a helicopter and the Army Cadet Force.
Well, the patrol is moving steadily through the woods now. What they don't know is that there's a surprise in store.
So what will we be doing in the new series?
Well, we would like to hear from you, so if you have any ideas for a Young Eagles show or would like to help us present a show, then just let us know. You can find the details on the museum website.
But coming up in the next few months, we'll be meeting a war photographer and finding out all about his work in Bosnia and Iraq.
Izzy will be meeting up with Lieutenant Hannah Gold 1 year after she qualified as a pilot. And we'll be finding out all about life as an Army Air Corps Gazelle pilot.
Then you sit in the right-hand seat. So as the commander, you'd be making most of the radio calls, you'd be making all the decisions.
And this year is the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, and we'll be having a 1940s street party here at the museum, and you can all come and join in. So keep an eye on the museum website for details.
So we have some great new shows coming up, and we look forward to seeing you all again on the 1st of May for the next exciting episode of Young Eagles.